Hi everyone, this is the third Adventures with the Parkers reading. Today I'm going to talk about the last book in the 13-book Adventures with the Parkers series, Secrets of the Sequoias. There's the title, only with James Parker on the cover. And we're going to talk about the giant sequoias. This is a picture, shown very well, of the General Sherman tree. That tree is in the giant sequoia forest, also known as the giant forest, where there are over 2,000 giant sequoia trees, and that's the largest tree in the grove. In fact, it's the largest sequoia tree in the world. In fact, it's the largest living thing in the world. California has the two largest trees and living things in the world. There are coastal redwoods, which grow over 300 feet tall, and there are giant sequoias, which grow under 300 feet tall, but they're so bulky and massive, there's actually more wood on a giant sequoia than a coastal redwood. And both those trees only live in California, although coastal redwoods will go a little bit north of the California-Oregon border. There are only 75 or so giant sequoia groves left in the world, and they're all in California's central and southern Sierra Nevada mountains. And many of those are in Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Park, the second national park in the world, and the 13th book in the Adventures with the Parkers series. Many of those groves are easy to visit, and the Parkers visit one of those groves, and I'm going to read a little excerpt from that to you right now. Morgan surprised her family when she told them about the General Sherman tree. It's about 1,000 years younger than the oldest known sequoia. An older sequoia that once lived in the Converse Basin survived until it was 3,266 years old. When these trees were first discovered in the 1800s, many of them were cut down until the park became a national park in 1890. Morgan also read that the General Sherman tree weighs 1,395 tons and is 276 feet tall. Soon Ranger Colleen Bates strolled up. "Hey, that's the ranger from the museum the other day," Morgan said. Ranger Colleen smiled, acknowledging the Parkers by saying, "Well, we know this tree was clearly a winner in the Sequoia Wheel of Fortune." That's a little game the Parkers played in the visitor center. After introducing herself to the crowd, Colleen gave a short talk about the General Sherman and sequoias in general. "Welcome to the largest living thing in the world," Colleen said. "Believe it or not, that massive tree has very shallow roots. The roots go out about as wide as the tree is tall, but they only go down about 1 to 1.5 meters deep. One of the secrets of the sequoia's survival," Colleen said, "is to have very shallow roots. The roots help the giant trees capture as much water as possible when rain or snow soaks the ground." Colleen next held up a small cone-shaped sequoia egg, looking like that. Or a small egg-shaped sequoia cone, I should say. Here's another secret to their survival. Egg-shaped sequoia cone. Each tree drops hundreds of cones and thousands of seeds. Somewhere, hopefully, at least one will be successful and become a giant. Here, everyone, I'm going to pass around one of their cones. And the clear vial is also going around also has one tiny sequoia seed in it. It's about the size of an oat flake. Colleen passed the cone one way and the vial the opposite direction. Most seeds don't make it. Fungus or fire stops them from growing or even sprouting at all. Also, deer often browse on the saplings. Baby sequoias are the perfect height for deer, and that can lead to their demise. But to become a giant sequoia resembling the General Sherman tree, conditions need to be perfect. A sequoia gargantuan, as they are scientifically called, will need a large opening in the canopy for sunlight to get through, nutrients in the soil, fires release nutrients in the soil, which opens the cone and cleans out other plants that would give it competition. Sequoias also need well-watered soil. Obviously, that's what happened with our good friend up here, making it to the size that it is today, Colleen said. The group took a moment to stare up at the giant sequoia towering above them. Then Colleen went on. The General Sherman tree and all sequoia trees reach their full height at about 600 years. After that, they keep growing wider, but not taller. As a little excerpt from The Secrets of Sequoias, a 13th book in the Parker series. I hope you're doing well. I know I'm looking forward to going to these national parks. Hope you are too, once all this is over. Keep in touch and keep reading.